baseball fans. This is Chris Singleton, and welcome to MLB The Show.
Coming through, they're gonna for you. We know the truth, so we make it move. While they beating the block, we going straight to the top. So we gotta move in the same direction. Yeah. We gotta move, yeah. Hate it all you want, but you gon' see.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show has an NL East matchup. The Atlanta Braves going up against the New York Mets. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars in the sport. Austin Riley, always exciting to see him in action. And it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boogie, it's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. And this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat.
First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And towing the slab in this one, Jose Buto. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They could move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
The wind and the pitch. And a good eye there.
It's a good take.
And a pitch. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting second, the shortstop, Orlando.
Here's Orlando Arcia. Liner caught at second. Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. And down towards the bottom of the lineup, hitting eighth here, Sean Murphy.
Well, these days, we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So, they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
That's a strike, and it's 0-2. Albies over at first with one away. Just missed.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
And here it comes. And that one is lifted in the air. Nimmo ranging after it. Drops into the glove.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And now Matt Olson up to hit. And the pitch. Fought off foul. Two outs.
That's the ball. 1 and 2.
Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2. Right-hander kick steals. Clobber to right field. Way back. Gone. And the Braves had the lead now. It's 2-0. Here's Austin Riley. There's the strike. Fastball for a strike. And the count is 0-2.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Pitch misses. Now 1 and 2. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 outs. Base is empty. Popped up. McNeil drifts towards it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Braves pick up 2 on the long ball. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Mets baseball on the show NYC.
Many years ago we saw this possibility, but we didn't have a way.
Back here with my pal Siggy and today's starting pitcher, Bryce Elder. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, he's been giving up a lot of hard contact this season. I mean, coming in, guys are hitting comfortably in the high 200s. So many times there's some bad luck, but then also there's just a little miss here or a little miss there that changes the outcome of the at-bat. We'll see if he can be consistent and make adjustments quickly in this one.
Elder. He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1. That one just misses.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swings and misses. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Now it's DJ Stewart. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Hard hit left side. Tosses across the first, and the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. And a big factor for them in recent games, Ronnie Mauricio.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, you know, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Swing and a line drive slicing into right field, and that's a base hit.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. And ball 1.
1-0.
The Mets trailing by 2 here in the second game of the series. Wouldn't chase that time.
2-0.
That one's spoiled, and The count now 2-1. Way out front for strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Time call. The 2-2 will have to wait just a second. Alonso off of first with 2 away. Pitch misses there, and it's 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Ronnie Mauricio now.
He's struggled to make contact lately. Almost 3 strikeouts per game over the last 5.
That misses. 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
At the belt and fires. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Duvall makes a nice running catch. 2 left for the Mets. They trail it here 2-0. All set for the start of the inning. And now it's the Braves DH, Marcell Ozuna. First pitch just misses. Right through there for a strike. Rusty Valentine doing the umpiring behind the dish for us. Maybe the best name in the league.
Yeah, that's a solid one, no doubt. I mean, who's better to ask than you? I kind of wonder.
Dives, and he can't hang on. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Anyways, Rusty's got a good zone, very good on the corners of the plate, but he'll give pitchers a little bit above the letters and below the knees if they're earning it.
Man at first, Adam Duvall at the plate. That's in there. 1-1. Righty delivers. On the ground, could be 2. Over to McNeil. Over to Alonso. Double play.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
So here's Murphy now. That one missed. And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
Right through there for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Inside, just missed.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he cleared.
Ah, that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Bottom of the second. Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. Elder back to work. Elder, an all-star a season ago. He features a sinker, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a four-seamer. Righty to the plate.
Oh.
On the ground. Albies whips it to first. And quickly one away in the second. Omar Narvaez at the plate. The 0-1. There's a sinker at the knees for a strike. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Kicks and fires. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 strike.
The Braves leading by 2, bottom half of inning number 2. Slider misses outside. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now the third baseman, Brett Beatty.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
Time called.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Just missed.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
2 outs. That one finds the zone, and now it's even 1-1. The pitch. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw. Save. Chris's wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
And that's down and away. Taylor at second with 2 down. Good eye in that spot. Francisco Lindor waiting to hit for the Mets. Left-hand batter waits. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the wall. Very gritty.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. The shortstop takes the ball. Hard hit right side. Albies over to first in time. Lindor retire. And that's the inning. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Now in for the Braves, Jared Kelenic. Strike one. Kelenic getting the start in left. Hitting ninth in today's lineup. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. And he deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pulled the string of the changeup.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate. And I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
And it's even up.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And a swing and a miss there.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Bounced up the middle. Lindor on to first. And Albies is retired.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Orlando Arcia, the next to hit. Hard hit down the line and left. Could be extra bases. And that rolls into the corner. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Not in time. He's safe.
Waste no time there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. And a curve is down and in. Next offering is in for a strike. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. So a 2-out double, but they don't score. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Braves 2 and the Mets nothing. Back here in Queens, now it's the right fielder, DJ Stewart. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. And that one lifted in the air center field. Duvall makes the grab, one away.
The batter, the first baseman.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. That one ripped. That's back there. Hauls it in on the warning track.
The center fielder, number 9,
Brandon Nimmo now at the plate. And that one fouled off. The Braves up by 2 here in the last half of the third. The next offering misses. Going to count 1 and 2. Popped in the air. Left field. Kelenic brings it in for the 3rd out. Back here at Citi Field, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Matt Olson. And he dodges that fastball.
You know, these Braves showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well. Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
That's a ball.
And now 2 balls and a strike. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 3-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
Riley in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Nobody on, nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Got him looking. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. Reached on an infield single his first time. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
1 down, base is empty. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Oh, this is off the second base bag. And that should be extra bases. Ozuna into second, and he's got a double.
Everything came together for him. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And now here is ground ball left side. Sneaks through, base hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
He needed out one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Here's Sean Murphy. Fastball for a strike. Ozuna on third. Duvall over at first with 1 away. Fouled off. He was late. The 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Jared Kelenic. He's 0 for 1. First offering, and it just misses. Just missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Two on, 2 outs. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And the right-hander deals. Hit well. Right field, way back, and gone. A gigantic blast. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 6-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
The wind of the pitch. Gets the call. And that's strike two.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Two down, nobody on. And he chases that one. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 6-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Bottom of the inning. Now here is Ronnie Mauricio.
The designated hitter.
Elder back to work. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball one.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
On the ground to third. Into the outfield. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control. And it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Timeout asked for and given at the plate now. And now here's Jeff McNeil. Ripped into left, base hit. Lead runner around second. Kelnick with a quick throw back in. Runner stops at second, and the first two reach to start the inning.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And now, Omar Narvaez. Ball one, no strikes. The Mets with a lot of ground to make up. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. One run across, coming home. The relay throw. He'll score. 2 runs are in. It's 6-2.
He was all over that one. Even though center fielders are amazing at tracking down balls these days, there's still a lot of room out there, and it's a big field. So if you hammer one to center like that, there's a decent chance you're picking up extra bases. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
Here's the left fielder, Tyrone Taylor. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well. Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Behind 0-2, he steps out for time. Narvaez at second with nobody out. Next pitch misses, and a count 1-2. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. So up next for New York, Brett Beatty. He reached out a walk his first time. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. Back gone. So he goes the opposite way with that one. Third home run of the season. It's 6-4.
This crowd is on fire right now. They're going nuts thanks to that home run. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Inside, just missed.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
It's in and out of his glove. Throw to first, gets him. Good job to stay with it there for the second out. Well, they are going to challenge the call, and so now the decision will be made by the umpires at the replay center back in New York. Here's one more look, Singy. You think they're going to overturn it? I kind of do.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance as well. I mean, the more I look at these different angles, the more I'm becoming convinced that he actually beat the throw. So it's turning out to be a pretty good challenge.
The decision's been made, and he's safe. So they overturn the call, and they get it right by taking a chance with a challenge. DJ Stewart up now for the Mets. And ball one to the right fielder. And the 1-0. And that one fouled off. 4 runs already in the frame here in the second game of the series. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there. But you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
And that's in the dirt. The count now 2-2.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
Runner at second here, 1 gone. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
These hitters are relentless. Just till the bell sounds, they are going to keep coming at you, trying to get you into the corner and knock you out.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. 1 for 2. Ground ball could be 2. Olsen over to second. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. So it's a 4-run inning on 6 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We played 4. And we're back. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Orlando Arcia. The wind of the pitch. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Nimmo going back. And he makes the catch on the track. Just missed a homer that time.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Up the middle. Lindor fires to first on the run. And Acuna retired. Two outs, base is empty. Matt Olson next up for the Braves. There's a strike. And it's fouled away. That one misses, and the count is 1-2.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Just outside, and it's 2-2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
The pitch. Right through there, got him. And good work there as he gets it 1-2-3. And the Braves go down quietly. They're up 6-4. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. The wide to kick the pitch. There's the strike.
Well, these Mets, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Just look at how the ball's coming off their bats, and tell me it's fun playing defense at this level. They've got 7 hits at 90+ miles per hour exit velocity, so you got to look alive out there.
Here comes a pitch. That's a little bit low. Now he steps out as time is granted. The 2-1. And a foul ball. And now 2-2. And another ball.
Careful.
Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That's back there. Out of here. His 7th home run of the season. It's 6-5.
Those are the at-bats that leave pitchers exhausted. He had to throw a lot of pitches and still gave up the long ball. That's a bad combo. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
And next for the Mets, Ronnie Mauricio. Laser, base hit.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Jeff McNeil stands in. The pitch. And that one fouled off. Mauricio gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. There's the ball. Throw. Save.
Looks like the base runner had a pretty good feel on the pitcher's move. After that pick over, seemed to settle in, and he took off right away. Nice job of stealing second right there.
Wouldn't chase that time. Man at second. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Left-hand hitter waits. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. He'll take a jog around the bases. Second home run of the inning for him. And they lead it in 7-6. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boone. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of play, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Dylan Lee.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Francisco Alvarez. On the outside corner, strike one. And a pitch. That misses, and that's ball one.
1-1.
Already 3 runs across in the frame. Last half of inning number 5. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And now the lefty. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off, see if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes, 2 out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. He's already homered here in this one. And there's the strike.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
And here it comes.
Oh. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Now before the 1-1, time is called. Here's a 1-1. Smoked on the ground a second. Gathers and throws to first. Third out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 7-6 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. So remaining in the game defensively, Francisco Alvarez. He takes over behind the plate to do the catching after entering the game as a pinch hitter. Adrian Hauser on the pitch out of the pen here.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Austin Riley getting ready to hit. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. And a pitch. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. And fouled off.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. The pitch. And that one missing low. And that one finds its way through. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock. Wide throw, and it gets away. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
And that one is lifted in the air on the move. Squeezes it. So digging in, Adam Duvall.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
And a curve drops in for a strike. With the tying run on at first, and we're in the top half of the sixth. That's off the mark. 1-1.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. Up and in, and that's ball 2. The other way. Fair ball. And now it gets into the corner. Here comes Riley. Relay throw. It's off the mark, and he scores. All square at 7.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Swung on, belted. Nimmo on a dead sprint, racing back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tags at second. Now at the plate, Jared Kellner. He's already homered in this game. Left field. Taylor moving under it. Hauls it in to end the inning. The Braves add one on the RBI double. And we're deadlocked here at 7-7. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's Francisco Lindor. The pitch. Lee, in his 3rd season, he features a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a changeup. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Joe Jimenez getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Bummer, a left-hander, also throwing. And the pitch. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had "hit me" written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. I'll tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. The pitch. Slider ties him up, struck him out.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel, make sure you recognize it, try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
The 1-0. Slider misses outside. All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. And that one pulled foul. Next offering in there for a strike. And now 2-2. At the belt and fires. And that's outside. 3-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Three and two now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Staying in the game on defense, Starling Marte. He'll be the new right fielder after entering as a pinch hitter. Back to the top of the lineup, Ozzie Albies up to the plate. 1 for 3. Hauser back to work. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
You know, these Braves, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
That one not close. 2-2. And the righty deals. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Right-handed reliever. That one ripped. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
That's through there for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
Right through there for a strike.
The 1-2. And down on strikes he goes. Now 2 out. Here's Acuna now. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And now we'll get a mound visit from the pitching coach. Probably trying to give a little more time for that arm out in the bullpen to get warmed up. Adam Ottavino getting the call to the mound. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the second game of the series. Ripped on a line. Taylor makes the catch. And that is that. Down in order go the Braves. And this remains a 7-all tie. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Aaron Bummer.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
And stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. Here comes a pitch. Clips the corner. That's strike 1.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
So now here's the Mets DH, Ronnie Mauricio. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
1 strike.
1 out, base is empty. Swings through that one, out in front that time. pitch is downstairs.
1-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first two batters he's faced in this one, keeping straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. He's throwing fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
This one in the air. Murphy settles underneath it. Corrals it. And the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. Still tied 7-7. So remaining in the game defensively, Luis Angel Acuna. He entered the game to pinch hit and now mans second base. And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
2 balls, no strike.
Right-hander kicks, deals. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And one out now. Austin Riley digs in now. Hot shot to third. Tosses to first. And that quickly 2 away.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Marcell Ozuna will hit next. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Line drive.
Never stop me from being a good wager. I get respect from observers.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Joe Jimenez.
Well, the ERA tells you pretty much all you need to know. Under 1. He's been fantastic coming out of the pen.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Struck out swinging his first time. The pitch. And that one is inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
That's outside. 2-2. And a pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
So up next for New York, Tyrone Taylor.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Fouled off. He was late. Kicks and deals. And a big swing and a miss.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
And the right-hander deals. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Raisel Iglesias getting ready to go. Matzik also getting ready. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Brute, get back on track. His team needs him.
Baden in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Yoan. Awkward swing there from the big left-handed hitter.
Off balance as well.
All tied up here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Pitch misses inside, and the count 1-2. Got him. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Mets go down quickly. It's the 9th, and we are tied. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now Adam Duvall. And he deals. Fought off foul. Righty delivers. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Kicks and fires. Foul ball, still 0-2. Lifted in the air, right field. Hauls it in, 1 away.
Up next for Atlanta.
Sean Murphy next up for the Braves. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. In the air, center field. That's back there. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. Jared Kelnick next up for the Braves. Ottavino, 38 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2006. Just missed. Next pitch is inside, 2-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Joey Lucchesi.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And a good eye there. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Fastball for a strike. Bounce to the right. Acuna throws to first in time. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down that time. To the bottom of the ninth we go. Top of the order, due up. And we are tied 7-7. So bottom of the ninth. Now up to him, Francisco Lindor. And here it comes. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. Action in the pen down there. Raisel Iglesias, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Oh, 0-2 now. Just misses with that one.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging the call out there on the mound. Clearly pretty frustrated, so he's going to have to collect himself a little.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. The pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Falling behind 2-1. One down, base is empty. Line drive to short and caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good X and velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Here's Pete Alonso. Swinging a foul straight back. Up and in, and 1-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Jorge Lopez.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit.
The second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
The pitch. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
And he can't come up with it. But the throw to first gets him easily, and that's the first out.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a hit, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat, especially when you're playing extra innings.
Arcia, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Runners breaking for the plate. It's a squeeze. Alonso. The flip to the pitcher covering. There for the out. Runner scores from third. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Off the mark there, and it's 2-1.
Right through there for a strike.
Two outs. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball. Base knock right field. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Here is Matt Olson. And now time is called as there's a visit to the mound. Just talking things over. Nobody getting loose out in the pen. So a little consultation. that one off the mark. And that is ball one. One run across in the frame so far here in extra innings. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Righty to the plate. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. And now a man into scoring position.
Just looked like a lapse in concentration right there behind the plate. Maybe got crossed up, but either way, now they have to deal with the runner in scoring position with 2 outs.
Swings 3 down.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Man on second, 2 down. Good job to fight that one off. The pitch. This one lifted in the air, left field. Taylor moving under it. And that's the 3rd out. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Braves 8 and the Mets 7. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, A.J. Minter.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game is gone.
Well, 1-run game, and stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. Man at second, nobody out. Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
So the tying run at second. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Yeah, I think part of that goes into it's just so hard to come up with hits. In today's game, starters don't go deep, and so hitters are seeing multiple pitchers every night, and that makes it more challenging just to come up with a single. Move to second, and he's back safely. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. Man at second. Got him swinging.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
And the 0-1. Good eye right there. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Alonso is waved home. The throw is offline. He's safe. What a game. We're tied at 8.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
One down. And the batter now, Luis Angel Acuna. The winning run on second base. And that one fouled off.
He's bagging. Give me that pitch one more time. A hanging changeup just out in front.
0-2 now. Caught him looking for the K.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Alvarez swings through it for strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, It's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle. He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boog. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Hand up as he asks for time at the plate. With the winning run standing at second. And we're in the last half of the 10th. Gets a piece and stays alive. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him.
1 and 2.
And a swing and a miss. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Now we go to the 11th. Here's the third baseman, Austin Riley. Lopez back to work. And that one fouled off. Just missed.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable. And that location will definitely do it.
On the ground, right side. And that chance handled in plenty of time to first. One up, one down.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Now it's the DH, Marcell Ozuna. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
The pitch. And a count 1-2. Lopez gets this swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Oh, that's a huge strikeout right there. Big second out. Infield was in. They were playing the full court press, and he got the swing and miss. Keeps this one tied. This next at bat should be a lot of fun. The odds of wiggling out of this just went up considerably.
Adam Duvall, the next to hit. He's been a great free agent sign. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. And the righty deals. And that's in for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And the right-hander deals. That one misses. And it's 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Throw to first, and it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. One left for Atlanta, and this remains an 8-all tie. Back here in Queens, we're in extras here, and stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. And that's strike one. Fought off foul. Outside low. Now 1-2. Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. And a pitch. That's off the mark. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one. Brett Beatty's up now for the Mets. Swings and misses and one down below the zone.
One strike.
Wouldn't chase that time.
One ball, one strike.
One away. The winning run at second. And another ball. Man at second. Goes down looking.
I don't know what he's looking for right there. You have to be ready to swing the bat.
Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. So first and second with 2 outs. Starling Marte up to hit. First pitch misses. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1.
And fouled off. One and 2 here. And downstairs. This to third. They take the force out, beats him to the bag, and that means we're playing 12. 2 left for the Mets. Score. Back now, we're in extras. And there's a new arm on the mound, Jake Diekman. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's the catcher, Sean Murphy. 0 for 4 with a pair of strikeouts and a pair of flyouts. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. Tattooed to Tater Town. Population U, bro. Jared Kelnick next up for the Braves. Fastball for a strike. Diekman, in his 12th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a sinker. Late with the swing there.
Well, he homered earlier in the game, but showing no fear on the mound so far in this at bat. He's just attacking the strike zone.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Next to hit, Ozzie Albies. Nimmo makes the play, and there's 2 away. Orlando Arcia getting ready to hit. And that one is inside ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball. Fouls it off, still 1 and 2. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here deep into extra innings. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Yeah, that's ball 2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
So now 3 and 2. And that one hammered. That ball's carrying. Got all of that one. Oh, muscle to center field. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 11-8. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here.
And now the count is even.
This has been a rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it, save the rest of that bullpen, somehow stop the bleeding.
Next offering in there for a strike. Slider right there. 2 outs. And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Wouldn't chase that time. And now the lefty. And that's too high, ball 4.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Olsen now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Already 3 runs across in the frame here in extra innings. Struck him out looking. 2 homers in the inning lead to 3 runs. And now we'll see if what's left of this crowd can. Back here in extras. 3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Now Pete Alonso. Here comes a pitch. Ground ball up the middle. A dive. Nice stop. There's one. Tries to get back and save.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop. Gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Runner on at third. 1 gone. There's a strike. 95 of that one. And another ball. That one misses. Full count now. That's a base hit as a run scores. Oh, he throws it away.
Pretty tough for the infielder to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And next is the designated hitter, Ronnie Mauricio. That one misses. 1-0. With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Iglesias throw over, and he's back in safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score a ball in the gap.
Tying run at the plate. That's down and in.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Lead runner touches second, heading for third. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Couple of singles back-to-back. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
So up next, Luis Angel Acuna. Missed with a changeup, And that's ball one.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
With the winning run at the plate, and we're deep into extras. Close, but called a ball. Ball two.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at-bat.
There's one. Double play cuts the rally short, and that ends the ball game.
Well, when you go on a road trip, you're looking to play 500 or better. And the only way you do that is when you scratch and claw and you grind out. And they did that in this one. 12-inning win on the road. Very impressive. Players are going to come into the clubhouse for the next game. They're going to be pretty encouraged about how they pulled for each other.
11-9 the final. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
No rules, we are renegades. In a fate, one option. Let's move like nobody's watching. Till I mate, till you mate. Only one way to celebrate. Switch off, one option. Let's dance like nobody's watching. I saw you fall in love on my dance floor. Yeah, keep your heart, don't need no ransom. Boogie through the night, 'cause this being
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Atlanta Braves, 11 runs, 13 hits.